Hello everyone, China here, and as always, if you like my videos, you can subscribe and like the video. So now, let's begin. As always, there's a new build, there are new changes, I'm going to explain them kind of briefly. One thing I'm going to say in the first 10 seconds, so people, well, 20 let's say, its tornado is dead, it got killed, it doesn't work with blades anymore. It's very likely that we are not going to use it on single target. So ignore my build right now. I'm going to check Echoing Reprimand, but that's for something else. So now instead of Tornado, we are going to get just Build Touched. Most builds are going to be like that. There are going to be some changes and other things. So now I'm also going to say very fast, there are new pathways for poisons and things. This is more or less for PvP, because now before you had to get a trophic or mind numbing, that you don't use those in PvP, you use always crippling. So now you can get improved one poison and also extra slow on crippling very easily. Of course, that makes this stun has changed, kind of a shuffle, let's say. Also, assassination got a little buff on unleashing poison. Now there's it's 10% instead of 5. Here you see 6 because we have 20% increase on non-damaging effects. And of course, everything else, not many changes here. Apart from accelerating execution, now it's 5% instead of 3%. I'm going to show the nodes now. First we will see with the data and then use the nodes themselves. So let's check 1 second. Here, the data mine things. Those are the kind of changes that are fast. Also, assassination got a little nerf increase on Tempest. Exsanguinate got some, I think this is a buff. Ascent of Blood, it's a maximum of 20 now. Sinister Strike got a buff, Killing Spree got a buff, and then they completely destroyed something about the ambush. Going to use Sinister Strike, going to change to ambush. Now, Shadowed Finishers got buffed from 25% to 30. I think that's kind of to override the nerf because we are not going to use Tornado anymore. And also Eviscerate got an 8% buff. So you can check it here. 8% buff. Now accelerating execution, kind of weird name. 5% instead of 3, a really good change for single target. In AoE you are already getting huge healing. That shield is really strong and really good. Shadow Finishers got buffed, and Shuriken Tornado got completely beastified in single target. So those are the kind of things you can see. Now for things you can't see. The tier set got fixed. What does that mean? That means that now, if you play, for example, Shadowcraft, and you are using your combo points and your tier set procs, for example, here you can see I have 3. Before I needed 7 to fill my combo points. If I used Secret Technique, now it's only going to use, in this case, now let me get 3 again. See, now it's going to have 5, and then now I only use 3. If I had my symbols of that, they just finished. So that's a really good change because that does 3 things that were munching combo points. Also, the tier set procs instantly. What does that mean? Like if we are doing just eviscerates, now if we get a proc, for example, we will get the 2 combo points instantly instead of 33%. So it's kind of unlucky that we are not proccing it, but see, we got it instantly before you needed 1 second. See, the copy kind of proc afterwards. Same thing now. When we use Secret Technique, we get those 4 combo points instantly, and you can see 1 second and 1.3 seconds. As always, the copies do their damage. This is also really good because this solves munching on Premeditation, Weapon Master procs, and of course tier set itself. Does that mean now that Shadowcraft can proc with 5 combo points when you proc the tier set, and with 3 when you use Secret technique. Really good thing. It will also make doing tests for Shadowcraft and Echoing Reprimand that are kind of sensitive to these things way easier. With Premeditation too, we will lose less combo points. And with Weapon Master, it doesn't happen that much, but we also were losing some combo points sometimes. Because Shadow Techniques procced. Anyway, for example, if you used Shadow Strike and then it got to 6, then we lost one Shadow Technique stack because it will actually have 2 and then we go 3-3, so it will fill and we will not lose any Shadow Techniques. That doesn't happen that much, but with Backstab it could also happen if you were, for example, you just use Finisher and use Backstab or Gormau or Echoing Reprimand, things like that, that use Shadow Techniques and got the Forced proc, you were losing some of them. Not a huge deal apart from the sec tech and the other things, but it's going to make things way easier to check. Now, what does this change? Builds are not going to change that much, just are going to take Tornado and put other things. Of course, the APL is still a work in progress and everything is kind of changing. There is still lots of work to be done with Gormau, Sepsis, and Echoing Reprimand. I'm going to work on Echoing Reprimand this weekend. Also with Symbols of Death, Rotten, and 2 Perforated Veins with Sepsis and Gormau too. We get some gains on those builds, but that will be all for the rogue changes. I will see you in the next video.